Hi people, today we're gonna do an Ethiopian dish. It's a cabbage stew. It's really nice. It has a lot of ginger taste, a little bit garlicky. We're gonna use turmeric, cumin, just cooking oil, red onion. You can use any type of onion. Cabbage, of course. You can do napa. I like it with napa cabbage. It's a little bit more wide. It takes more flavor, and the texture is nicer. But any cabbage works. Just any herbs you have at home. If you don't have any, that's fine. Salt and pepper for seasoning. Carrots and like any root veggie or like a starch like potato. If you have rutabaga, turnip, anything like that works. So the recipe costs like less than $3 per portion. Honestly, it's one of the cheapest recipes in the channel, and it's amazing. It's so flavorful. That's it. Okay guys, we're gonna start with the ginger and the garlic. Just grab like a regular spoon, metal spoon, and we're just gonna scrape it off. You can use like a peeler as well, but I feel like this spoon is way easier because garlic has ginger has so many bumps, and then the peeler, it's so hard to do that with the peeler. So just use a spoon. Just go for it. You just want to take the skin out. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these aside a little bit. The scraps. It's more or less how it looks like. It's clean. And there's still gonna be some peel off, but we can just use like a knife. Get this stuff out. The corners. So I'm not gonna use the whole ginger, so I'm just gonna make almost like a paste, just fine chopping, mincing it. To become a paste, it's really hard doing with a knife. You would use like a mixer, like a stand mixer. Just chop it, mince it really nice. Push it down to take some of its liquid. Okay, this looks good. Pretty much it. So we're gonna set this aside for now. Gonna do some garlic, simple garlic. Pretty much minced the same way we did with the ginger. Some garlic to this. Goes with the ginger. Okay. So now we're gonna hop to the onion. So the ends off. I'm just gonna use half the onion, so I'm gonna use this half. Skin out. I mean, you can use any type of onion. I'm crying already. Oh my. So for the onions, simple, just chop them finely, but not super finely.
Okay, so yeah, the onions are fine. Okay, so in a pot, I'm just gonna heat it up in medium high. I'm gonna add some olive oil. Wait for it to be hot. Pull it around. Okay. So first thing we're gonna add after the oil is hot, not hot yet. It's gonna be the garlic and the ginger. I'm gonna leave it there for almost like 30 seconds. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna add the ginger and the garlic now. Now that's like sizzling, you can wait for 30 seconds. So we're gonna add some onions to this. Okay guys, in the meantime, we're gonna go back to the cutting board. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start with the carrot. Always keep an eye on the onions. So I'm just gonna take the top part and the bottom off. You can do any types of cut. I like this, like almost like a diagonal thing, like this, and then like this, and then like this, like triangular shapes in a weird way. And you just, if it's like too much, you can just cut this in half. They're like too big of a chunk. Yeah. Like the potatoes, or like a potato like this size, you can just cut it in half, and then like 3, and then in half again. So pretty much like cubes. Awesome. I'm just gonna add this to a bowl. Same bowl. I'm gonna cut some cabbage. So I'm just not gonna use all the cabbage, so I'm just gonna cut it in half. So here we can just do chop like this, tiny. This, and then try to open it up a little bit, just spread them, different layers, just spread them open. I feel like this is good, it's good size already. Yep, set this aside too. Okay guys, the onions are looking nice, not brown yet, they're like good. So we're gonna add a little bit of the seasoning, turmeric, and some cumin. Yes, and then we're gonna leave it for 30 seconds. Just so all the flavors like comes out, the aroma from the spices.
activating those spices. Now we can add some water to this. Some water, we can add the vegetables. Now that we have some water, we can add the vegetables. Just the potato and the carrots. They're going first. And we're gonna have like enough oil to like almost cover them. I'm using a big pot, so it's not gonna cover them, but you just gotta mix them every now and then. Okay, so we did like enough, like a bunch of water. We added this, not enough to cover it, but I mean, if you're using a smaller pot, you can put enough to cover the potato. This is good. Just make sure the potatoes cook like thoroughly. We're gonna check this again in like 15 minutes to see how the potatoes and the carrots are doing. If they're like the texture, honestly, the flavor is gonna get there just by sitting here. But we're gonna see if it's really cooked or not. And then the cabbage goes at the end because it's just a softer vegetable, so it needs less time cooking. We can leave this on like high, like medium high, or just high but not maximum. Okay, so I'm gonna add just the herbs, just any herbs you have at home. I like to like just break them down first, because then at the place you break them down, it's like so fresh. So I just like break them down before putting them in the pot. I'm just gonna add the herbs right now and stir it a little bit. And every now and then I'm gonna stir. Okay guys, so this has been cooking here for at least like 15 minutes. The potato is like really, if you go down with a wooden spatula, you can break down very easily. The carrots are nice too, the same thing. You can just break down, they're like soft. So I'm gonna add the cabbage now. Cabbage. And I'm just gonna stir it a little bit, just so all the water, it gets covered with the water. And then we can leave it 5 more minutes. Okay guys, we're gonna do the seasoning part now. Just add a little bit of black pepper. Remember, there's no salt in this. We didn't add any salt so far. So some salt. And just gonna stir this around. Just to taste, honestly. And the cabbage is cooked. You can try a cabbage and always go for the biggest part, like the chunkiest, the thicker one. And if that one is cooked, it's a nice consistency, then the smaller ones are also good. And the widest one is going to be the hardest one. So always goes for those, and then if those are cooked, the other ones are also cooked. The carrot's definitely cooked, the potato too, like it's perfect consistency. And then you can taste the salt and pepper, see if that's like good to your taste. And it's honestly ready. This is it. Ethiopian cabbage stew. I'm gonna plate it up. Some carrots in this. And some herbs as well, right? Some of the herbs, some of the liquid. Oh my. Yep, that's nice. This is the Ethiopian cabbage stew. It doesn't have much protein, but you can add any sort of beans, chickpeas to this. It makes it rich in protein. Even just adding broccoli, honestly, it would make a difference. This is it. This is the dish.